The developing story as we come on the air tonight. If you're traveling in Queens anytime soon, steer clear of parts of Northern Boulevard. Crews are on the scene of a major water main break and gas explosion right now, bringing traffic in the busy area to a virtual standstill. Amy Yensi is live in East Elmhurst with our top story tonight. Amy.
Hi, Cheryl. It's been hours since that explosion happened and the street is still shut down. Now, this explosion happening at a construction site. We spoke to a man who works next to it, and he tells us what he saw happening there before the street caved in. Cell phone video shows the smoke and water gushing out of the ground. The street buckled under pressure after a water main line burst and a gas main ruptured Friday afternoon.
We heard it was like a loud bang, and then the water coming out through there.
The explosion happened at a construction site on Northern Boulevard in Queens. Crews had been excavating here, but the city's Department of Buildings issued a stop work order at the site. It was put in place after neighbors reported cracks were popping up on the sidewalk. The water main break making it worse. A massive hole 3 stories below ground level.
When we got here, there was a heavy smell of gas, and you can see the water vapor coming up, and you couldn't really tell if the white vapor coming up was the gas coming up under pressure and the water at the base of it. Huge hole, size of a small house.
Fire officials say when they got to the scene, employees at the site said they were not working there. That would be a violation of a stop work order issued by the city's buildings department. Timothy Grady works at a different construction site at the lot next door. He says he doesn't believe the street collapse happened randomly.
They was working. They was in there with the machines excavating, regular work day, and boom. And then you see them guys running out of there.
New York One obtained city records of the Northern Boulevard site, which has multiple violations of unsafe conditions. Grady says he's happy no one was injured in the explosion.
You all evacuated not knowing what it was, because if it's a sewer line or gas line, it can blow up the whole block if it's all connected.
Someone was treated at the scene for shortness of breath, but otherwise no other injuries to report. That is a great thing considering the damage that we just heard about there. We reached out to the contractor to try to get a comment, but no one answered. That's the latest from here in East Elmhurst, Queens. Amy Yensi, back to you.
Amy, thank you for that live report. We turn Well, tonight, the Bronx Borough president is putting NYCHA on notice. He's launching a social media campaign and putting the housing authority on blast with the hashtag #CleanUpNYCHA. New at 10, Amy Yensi is live outside of the Throgs Neck houses with more for us tonight. Amy.
That's right. The Bronx BP says he got the idea to do this after seeing what he calls a mountain of trash at a NYCHA complex. The goal is to shame NYCHA into making repairs people at this complex say are long overdue. One by one, Valentina Gonzalez is popping the water bubbles spreading through her Randall Avenue apartment. She peels back the paint to show us the layers of mold caused by a foul-smelling yellow liquid. Gonzalez says it's been dripping down her ceiling for nearly a month.
The smell is so horrible. It smells like a dead person or something rotten inside the walls. I gotta constantly keep cleaning with Clorox and disinfected. I have an asthmatic son.
Gonzalez lives in the Throgs Neck houses. Like many other city housing authority buildings, the repair list here keeps growing.
Due to heavy call volume, we are experiencing longer than normal wait times.
Earlier this week, Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. attacked NYCHA for what he calls a mountain of trash piling up at another Bronx complex. After sharing pictures of it on social media, he came up with a new shame campaign. He's urging people to post pictures and videos of the leaks, rodents, and other horrid conditions in public housing using the hashtag #CleanUpNYCHA.
Post it, and we will stay on top of it. If it takes this public shaming in order to get results, then so be it. It certainly worked for the people of Sonia Sotomayor houses.
A NYCHA spokesperson tells New York One they're, quote, focused on solutions, not hashtags. The most efficient way for NYCHA to address resident concerns is by contacting NYCHA directly. Gonzalez says she's been submitting complaint tickets, but is still not getting the help she needs.
They always tell me 24 hours and nobody has been here, so I had to call you again.
It's our second visit to her home. Back in September, part of her kitchen was moved to the living room while crews worked on her apartment. She says if NYCHA needs more proof that the complaint hotline doesn't cut it, they just need to read the writing on her moldy walls. And Gonzalez is hoping to be transferred out of her apartment soon. The NYCHA spokesperson tells New York One they'll be looking at her case again to see if there's anything else that can be done. And as you know, this is just one of many cases throughout the 5 boroughs. Amy, Yensi, back to you.
Yes, we do know. Amy, thank you for that report.